It was a grind today. I was really proud of our guys. Coach Ford's a super coach, and he had those guys ready to go today to come in here, and it was a little bit of a bloodbath, and it was a physical game, and we needed that. We definitely needed that, and I was really proud of our guys finding a way to scrap it out at the end. And got a little bit going there offensively, and I thought our defense created some offense for us, got us in a little better rhythm as it went on, and made foul shots, except for one turnover late in the game. I thought we did a good job of taking care of the ball and going from there.
Why did you need physical bloodbath?
I think we've had some games where it was up and down, and the pace of the game was more to our advantage. And this game today was more of a there was some good transition plays for us, but there was times where we had to guard against a different type of defense, and they were going to stay in it because of our success in the first half, and we had to find a way to get better as the game went on and attack it, and turned into a little bit of a grind. And I think that that helps us. We didn't win this game last year, period, and we found a way to win it today.
You're at a point of the season now, once you get into tournament play, everything sort of slows down. So is that another reason this is a good
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I always say if you want to win a championship late in the year, you still play your style of play, but late in the game comes down to half court or quarter court stops and half court and quarter court scores. And we had enough of them today, and there's still a lot of work to be done, but we had some of them today that really helped us.
For us, last 6 games, 4 of those games you won by 20 plus, but the Dayton game and this game, you guys had to fight back. You had to fight and scrap. Teams came back. How much does that build character going into your 18?
It's huge. Last year, close games hurt us, and I don't think we grew from them enough. This year, these close games, we're going to grow from them and get better from them. I think we already have. And, of course, guys with more experience, that has helped. Having Marcus out there sure helps. Our big guys and their versatility late in games, close games, has helped us a lot. And then just getting stops in defense late in the games that we didn't do last year, you see that carrying over all the time, and it's been huge for us.
The scrappiness, how important are the kind of scrappy plays, like they're out there diving for the ball, guys driving, they're getting charges, forcing turnovers? How much that some of you guys talk about and how big it was today?
I always talk about winning plays. Winning plays that don't show up on the stat sheet, I think, are huge. Huge for the buy-in of the program and the team. When you see one of your best players out there taking multiple charges, and you see a guy like DJ diving first to the floor, you see a guy like Corey just throwing his body on French and Marcus Santos, it makes everybody else, I got to do it too. And then on the glass, I thought they had some, crazy shots that they rebounded, but we scrapped some out that we needed to do. I thought we set the tone on the glass in the first half. We're going to rebound today, and it wasn't perfect in the second half, but we got enough of them, which is how we're going to do it. A lot of times we'll be smaller, but we got to fly around. We got to throw our bodies out there, and we did that.
Part of the scouting report, but this season, Vince Williams has had some charges that he got calls on. Marcus tonight. How do you guys practice that, and how much is that instinct of the guys in the moment?
Well, you guys all know the Iron Man drill we have. Baseline drive, step in and give your body up, and then the ball rolls. First one, you got to dive, save it, and then you got to jump out of bounds and save it to your teammate. We do that all the time. I played for a really good high school coach, and if you didn't take one, you don't need to play, period. And that was me, and I was a good player, and I really believe in that. They're great momentum plays. They're letting your teammate know, I'll give up my body for the good of the program, for the good of the team, and that's the unselfishness that we want. First to the floor, you're a guard trying to box out a big guy on the backside, and you do whatever it takes to keep that ball alive if you can't get it, and then you put your heart, we call it, put your heart on the line for your team and get run over, and it's our ball, and they're winning plays.
You mentioned throughout the year, including tonight, there were several games that you guys have won that you said last year you wouldn't have won. Has there been a moment, if you can remember, that aha moment with the guys that you kept preaching, finish, and then the moment clicked for them?
I thought the Temple game early in the year really helped our confidence. I'm not going to say it was an aha moment, but definitely that was pretty early. I think that was a game where our guys really got some stops late in the game, and we made plays late in the game and executed out, especially out of timeouts. I thought that helped us. A couple other games throughout the year where we just executed down the stretch, I think really helped us without a doubt.
You don't see a ton of 1-3-1. You don't see a ton of 1-3-1 from opposing teams' defenses. And it really seemed to give us trouble first part of the second half in particular. What do you think we did well against it, and what do you think things we got to do in case we see that again?
Well, number one is when you get two guys, Matt, coming to you, you can't be flat-footed. You got to be ready to attack one of them, and you want to throw around them fast. We were throwing soft lobs. So even though that guy thinks, oh, I have two on me, I'm going to throw, you throw a soft lob, it allows those two guys to get back in their position or come back to the ball, the next, the guy to count the ball, and then they start all over again. And when we got underneath it, or we passed it around them fast, and then we got another quick touch, we got a post up, we got two drives from the baseline, we got a kick out and made a shot, and then we threw it back to Deuce, and he drove a long closeout. But we didn't do it consistently enough, which, I'm glad we won the game. It's something we got to get better at because we'll see it again. And then the other thing I think out of it is because we made a couple of mistakes, guys I don't want to turn it over. It's got to be the other way around. Hey, if they're going to play this defense, we got to keep attacking because that's when we're at our best, when we attack it. And it makes you stand a little too much. We started setting some high ball screens up there, and Deuce got downhill, and we had him in a little scramble mode. And once the ball got below the foul line, they were scrambling. So we just didn't do it consistently enough. But I thought we did a good job of having enough plays, and then we drew a lot of fouls out of it too.
Hey, Coach, every player that touched the floor tonight scored. How nice is it to know going into the tournament that you can go 10, 11 deep, especially how grueling the 18 can be?
Well, I'm glad it's not about the tournament for me. We can go into Saturday's game playing that many guys. We share the ball like we did, especially in that first half. Guys are going to get shots. Guys are going to make plays. Guys are going to finish. It's about these. You saw today a lot of times these guys look like they had fun playing together, and that's because the ball's hot and everyone's getting touches and everybody's helping each other, and that becomes who you are. And I think that's what we do, and we're at our best when we're doing that. And what happens is everybody gets a piece of it, and everybody gets the score.
Or has some guys that played a lot of minutes. Against teams like that, you've seen a couple teams like that. And that's something that's kind of talked about specifically. That obviously ended up being a difference today with 15-1 on bench points. So
yeah, look, our style of play, playing a lot of guys. We create turnovers that create offense. We had a couple 10-second calls today. How many do we have? 2 or 3?
it was
3. We had a big stop late. We trapped and got a turnover. I mean, it's a cumulative effect, and that's what we do. And it's great for morale. It's great for our guys flying around. Guys know they're going to play, but they can play. Like, they're players. They're not just going out there to play 2 or 3 minutes to help a starter. And I think that's huge. We created 19 turnovers, and a lot of it has to do with that in the last 8 minutes of the game. Our guys have legs, and maybe the other teams doesn't have as much legs as we do. I think it's huge.
Coach St. Louis got it close there at the end. They got within 2. What was really the message to the team when it got down?
Finish. Look, the other team wants to win too. We can't win every game by 20. I'm glad we're talking about it, right? We had a lot of 20-plus wins, 20-point-plus wins, but it's this time of the year. The game's going to be a grind where you're not playing well. You still got to find a way to win. We've been doing that. I love close games. Now, don't get me wrong. We all love 20-pointers, but I love close games because it reveals the character of you, and it reveals the character of the coaching staff. And, we didn't panic today. I didn't like a lot of stuff we did today, but we didn't panic. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I love close games because that's why you play. That's why you play. And late in the game, our guys were talking in the huddle. One time Marcus called something. He didn't need me. That's you do that in a close game. That builds character. It also allows us to have confidence going to the next one because we won today.
The character of your team that you took arguably one of the top physical teams in the A10, and they never had to lead in the game. Yeah,
that's pretty crazy because they are physical and they're very good. And I don't care what records are. They're a really good team, and they'll be hard to beat again if we play them and for anyone to play them. But you know, we talk about you have to have a level of toughness if you want to win college basketball games. And sometimes it's so much physical toughness against a team like St. Louis, but it's also mental toughness that you can't lose yourself when things aren't going your way, or your shot's short and you missed a foul shot, or you got a bad foul. To me, mental toughness in a game like this shows up big time. And I thought at times late in the game it did. I thought we had one turnover late in the game, inbounding it. Marcus Schutt took off with it. He was waiting for them to foul him, and they trapped him. That was only one. He knew what to do the next time. Fix, move on. And I think those are steps we got to take with mental toughness as well as what you saw, physical toughness.
Coach, a lot of teams will talk about in sports about the fans and how much they mean to them, but could you kind of talk about the moment after a game where each one of your players walked by Kevin and his family?
Yeah, I have kids. You have kids. You have a beautiful daughter. It's just sometimes some stuff in life's not fair. And any way we can help people, everybody. I mean, this is what we're here for, man. This is a game. This is basketball. I mean, I get paid to be a college basketball coach. Are you kidding me? They just lost their baby boy. And, VCU and Ram Nation, we always will take care of each other. And tonight, just want to let them know that we're with them and we care about them. And, sometimes things in life just aren't fair, but you got to deal with them, and we're going to help them. We're going to help them. And if 2 hours on a Tuesday night can give them a little help, a little love, we should do that no matter what. And I hope everybody learns something from that a bunch of 18 to 22-year-olds really were worried about Jacob's parents. It's pretty cool.